Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is just a nice little simple tutorial. We're going to be going through and setting up your Amazon Australia seller account. I wanted to make this video because it was something that I had to be taught instead of just learning it on my own. I learned it through my very first Amazon course. And I think it would have been something that either one, I wouldn't have figured out on my own, or two, it would have taken me quite a long time, because there's a couple little tricky bits that people get stuck on, that like everyone seems to get stuck on. And if you need to reach out to Amazon seller support, they can take a while to get back. In Australia, they're pretty good, but you can also use this to set up like a US account or your Canada account or whatever. But in some of the bigger marketplaces, they take a bit longer to get back to you. So it's good just to sort of know how to do it on your own. We're going to jump into my computer in just a second. I'm going to show you how to set up your account step by step. But remember, if this helps you out with starting your Amazon journey, it would help me so much if you could leave a like on the video and hit subscribe. I post several times a week, everything Amazon is showing you how to build your own e-commerce business. You'll be able to see below there's a playlist that is specifically for getting started on Amazon. Even better, there's a getting started in Amazon Australia. It shows you everything you need to start your own Amazon brand this year. And there's even the option to do it on a budget. So if you could do that to help me out, I would be super grateful. But with no further ado, let's get into setting up your Amazon seller account. So I'm going to be looking between my screen and the camera here. But before we go into actually setting up your account, you'll see here, I've got the different pricing options that Amazon offers for setting up your seller account. Now you'll see on the left here, we've got the individual plan, which is 99 cents for every single item you sell. And then on the right, there's the professional account, which is $49.95. And I'm just going to tell you straight away that you really should just be signing up for the professional account straight away. The main reason being the professional account has way more features than the individual, allowing you to learn a lot more and sell more of your product. The individual account is really if you're just doing everything by yourself and you're learning without having anyone show you anything. All you have to do is look at the videos that I have on my channel and you won't need that individual account. It is $49.95 a month, but once you're selling stuff, that becomes nothing. And I'm pretty sure that if you're in the product research phase and you're having to pay for the account, once you start selling, you can actually claim that back off Amazon, as you weren't selling anything in that period, so they can just refund it for you as well. If you want to check that out for yourself, you can see the URL up here. Just make sure you're on the .au one for Amazon Australia /pricing. But we're going to jump across now and start actually setting up the account. So what you want to do is you just want to, I'll go back so you can see, we just want to search sell on Amazon Australia. And you don't want to click any of these top ones that are the ads, because that's just like different programs and courses and stuff. We want to come down to this one here, sell.amazon.com, and we want to make sure that it's the .au. So we want to click on that here, and we're going to come in, there's a bit more information, but we just want to go sign up. So you're not going to have an account. This has sort of come through already pre-filled because I have a couple accounts. But you're going to want to click create your Amazon account down here. And we want to fill out our first details here. So I'm just going to chuck mine in. And then we want to hit next, onto the next stage. And so then it's going to bring us through to this screen where it's going to tell you the different steps and what you're going to need. So you need to provide your information and your verification documents. This is pretty much just Amazon checking that you are who you are and that people aren't creating accounts to like spam reviews or just using bots to take advantage of that. And then they'll verify it. And then if you're verified straight away, you can then start selling. They'll charge your account straight away with the card that you put on file. And then you can start selling theoretically straight away. Now, in Amazon Australia, it can take around 24 hours. Sometimes it can take 48 for them to get back to you. That's pretty fast. In the US, it can take a little bit longer than that because it's a much bigger system. But in Australia, the Amazon support is much, much quicker with getting back to you. If there's an issue, you reply to fix it, and they'll let you know again if you need to fix anything else, or if you're then good to go. And then you can see on the right here that you'll need a valid government-issued ID or passport. So just like your driver's license works well for that. You just have to make sure they'll ask for your address as well, and you want that government-issued ID to have the same address as what you're putting in now for it. They will need to match. And then you'll need a recent bank account details or statement I just use a statement from my bank account that's got the same address, and that's always been fine. And then, of course, your mobile number, and then it says chargeable credit card for them to charge the monthly fee to. An online debit card works just the exact same. Doesn't need to be a credit card. So then once we've hit begin, we're going to come across here and select our country. Just like a little note that this is for people who were born in Australia. If you're watching this video and you're wanting to sell in Australia but you live outside of Australia, you'll have to watch my other video on how to do it because it is slightly different. So this one today is just for people who are born in Australia. Or residents of Australia, I should say. So our business location is we're going to be putting Australia and business type. Now, for the most part, everyone watching this video, you're just going to be sole entities, I would assume, meaning like you've either got an ABN or even if you don't have an ABN at the moment, you're just operating by yourself. So we're just going to be putting none, I'm an individual. If you are one of the other options there, are publicly listed, state-owned, privately owned, you'll know if you are, you'll know who you are. You can just click those options here. But for the most part, you're going to be a individual or sole trader. Okay, and then we just need to fill out our details here. We want to confirm, agree, and continue. Okay, and now this is just going to be checking that we are who we are. This is the part that's going to be a little bit different if you're not an Australian resident or born outside of Australia. So we're going to come in here and you just want to fill this out, your country of citizenship and your address. So I'm just going to fill mine out and we'll jump through to the next part. There is the little section here where it's going to ask for your identity proof. As you can see, I've just got driver's license and then I'm putting in the country as well, so Australia. You fill in your driver's license number and let it process that. Okay, and then once you fill that out and you've hit next, we're going to jump through here and it's just going to get you to pop in your card for that monthly subscription. Again, just remember, because some people, get freaked out by it. Once you've been accepted, you will get charged the fee for it. So don't be freaked out like I'm not selling it. It's just part of how you're going to get in there to learn it. And remember, again, once you've started selling, you can go back and claim that from Amazon for those periods where you weren't selling if you want to. So once you've filled in your bank details, we jump onto the next page, which is going to be here, your store name, and like UPCs and stuff. So at the moment, you're not going to have a store name. I would assume that's for like if you have your brand figured out and like the trademark already done on it and stuff. So if not, that's okay. It's something we can do later. So you can just pop in here for now, just your initials, but it has to be something that's not taken. So I'm just going to put in Lockie White with a heap of Ys. Do you have universal product codes for your products? So that's the barcodes, the UPC barcodes. At the moment, you're not really going to have any products, so you can just hit no there. And then, are you the manufacturer or brand owner of any of the products you want to sell on Amazon? Now, this, you're most likely going to be the brand owner down the track. When you sell on Amazon, if you have a product that starts doing well, you're going to want to get it brand registered, which is with a trademark, meaning that you'll then be the owner of the brand, and it just gives you the option to different selling tools and different ways to reach your audience. So even if you were doing a different method where you're not going to be doing that, like maybe retail arbitrage or FBM where you're doing the shipment yourself, I would still hit yes just in case you decide you want to. It's more for Amazon's like statistics and stuff, and it's much harder to get it changed back if you hit no. So we're just going to hit yes to be safe. And then just what I mentioned there, it says, do you own government registered trademark for the branded products you want to sell on Amazon? At the moment, we don't, so we can hit no there, but that's something that we're going to update later on in our journey. Amazing, you're doing so well. And so the next part is going to be where you're going to upload the documents to verify your identity. So here for me, it's going to be a picture of my driver's license and then the proof of address, which is the bank account statement, which we spoke about. They just want the two to match up, so your bank account statement matches your driver's license or just matches your government-issued identification document. So you upload those, you go through next, of which we're almost done here. You've almost got your account fully set up. Okay, and then you're just going to get to the stage where Amazon will quickly call you just to go over some stuff. This is something that they have here with the Amazon Australia system now. That's only been brought in as of recently, but it just makes the process a bit quicker and saves you from having to wait if there's any issues, any smaller issues down the track. So you've just got it shows you here what you need. You just need a device that you can access. So you're doing this on your computer anyway. You're just going to need that there so that you can go through and check you've put stuff right. Letting you know the call's going to be in English. So that's the kind of person that you got to, or have someone with you who can speak English. And then, of course, just like anything like that, any of the phone calls the big companies do are usually recorded to help with the training. It's whatever. You hit tick, tick, tick. Join video call can usually take like a minute or up to 6 minutes. It lets you know on there for someone to contact you, but they're just going to go through it with you. And then at the end of it, they're going to say, okay, we'll check these documents. It should be about 24 to 48 business hours before we get back to you. And then that's it. You're done. So after you've had that call, and if that's all fine with them, then you just got to wait for Amazon to confirm like your driver's license and your other identification documents. And then they'll charge your account and you'll be good to start selling on Amazon. So you can then start looking at the advertising or putting your products up. And then we're off to the races. So there we have it, guys. You absolutely smashed that. And you see that once you have someone there just showing you the little tips and tricks, that it's not as overwhelming as you thought. Just like with a lot of things at Amazon, and just like anything, it just takes a little bit of practice. So now if there's someone that you know, you'll be able to help them and teach them and get them coming along the process with you. But I'm really proud of you guys for smashing that out. Again, if you got any value from the video or I did help you out, please leave a like down below. And if you want to see what the next step is, if you need to start doing some product research now, or you want to learn how you're going to get your PPC standard up, or how you want to build an absolute killer brand, check out the playlist down below because I've got videos for everything there. And I'm posting 2 videos a week, and we have our Sunday live product talk. So if you find a product idea that you're like, this might be a cool idea, you can come along and let me know, and maybe I can help you out with it. I'm there for an hour, and that's just so that I can give some live help to anyone that needs it. But thank you guys so much for joining into the video. I can't wait to see you in the next one, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Remember, you're only one product away from changing your life. See you guys.